Trigger warning for anybody who needs it. I am going to be talking about suicidal ideation and my personal experience with it. Not currently, from the past, but I am going to be explicitly talking about it. So if you are not in a space to hear that, just scroll on past. I have a semicolon tattoo. Yes, some clients ask about it or they point it out and they already have an idea of what it means. So they just like say that they like it or that they've wanted to get something similar. When people do ask me about it, I'm pretty open with my therapy clients, obviously with boundaries. Like there are certain things I know in my mind that I'm not going to go into detail about or I'm not going to share about my personal life. But something like this, I have no shame about my mental health. I have no shame about my experience with suicidal thoughts. I definitely have shame about behaviors that I engaged in the past, but I do not have shame about being somebody who has experienced suicidal thoughts. I have experienced both passive and active suicidal thoughts, more so from like middle school to early 20s. I have been in therapy for a very long time. I've done a lot of stuff to support my mental health, my physical health, just like investing in my personal development. And I have not had an experience of passive suicidal thoughts or active suicidal thoughts in a very long time. So when clients ask me about it, my semicolon tattoo, I am honest. Like, yeah, I've struggled with my mental health before. I've experienced anxiety, depression, and trauma, and because of things that have happened, I've gone to a place where I didn't know if I wanted to be here anymore, or I really didn't know if I was going to make it through a night or whatever. And I did. It was hard, and I did it, and I have no shame about it. And I also think it's important to talk about because society can often make us feel like that's a touchy subject, right? Like we don't directly talk about it. We talk around it. We tiptoe. We walk on eggshells, and I don't want to do that. It's not helpful. It doesn't work. It makes us feel isolated and alone. So I'm very explicit, and that's why I tend to say it very explicitly here on TikTok too, versus saying like SI, because it is what it is. It is suicidal thoughts. We need to name it. We need to say it. Okay, that was a bit of a rant. But yes, people ask about my tattoo. Yes, I tell them about it, of course, with my own personal boundaries about what I am okay with clients knowing versus not okay with them knowing. I also have a tattoo over here. I have some other tattoos. I have one on my ribs, and I have one down my spine. Of course, clients can't see those, but if they ask me if I have other tattoos, I share them.